I just want a child to understand that social media, dating, which relationships, which is the person you talk to, the people you're talking to, and your relationships, friendships, teammates, friends, family, all of these things can be a distraction.
There's multiple ways to be stepping. I be stepping like I got a child. When I'm out, I be stepping in style. I get the pack and get rid of it. Yeah, I really be walking shit down. Chasing the bag, I be driving through cow. Driving for hundreds and hundreds of miles. I really got what it take, gotta be dedicated. I've been at this shit for a while.
Oh, oh man. Whew. Y'all be acting like be. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Anyways, welcome back to the walk down, where we're giving real tools to walk down life. None of that other phony. No, this is real facts with real experiences behind them. Today, I want to talk about distractions, especially this for anybody, but especially for those that are athletes. A distraction can be anything that knocks you off your focus, that gets you off your pivot from achieving the goals you want to achieve in life. Sometimes distractions don't come out as a clear distraction until you're in too deep. I want to give you pointers on how to see those distractions before you get in too deep. Like, let's be honest here. You can be distracted by anything. Like the way this world going, these cell phones, my goodness. Whatever you watching this on might be a distraction. If you're watching this is beneficial information. Whatever you do when this episode ends, you might be being distracted. Put these phones down sometime, put them tablets down, put them laptops down, go outside, hug a tree. Actually, take your shoes off, take your socks and shoes off. Put both feet in the grass like this and just hug a tree so you can get in tune with real life, because these phones gonna do it. And it's really social media. Like, social media is a crazy place. It's a distraction. Like, I can't even explain. I can't explain it because I'm about to. Try not to pay attention to everything that's going on social media. We can start with that. Let's start there. AI is crazy. AI is scary, for one. So anything you might see on social media, it could be fake. Really, social media is a place where you can be anything or be anybody to the world and to yourself. It's like once you get off social media, who are you? It's not even a real place. Like, I can go all day about that. But for an athlete, it's easy to get caught up with what's going on social media. It's so easy. Like, you get on Twitter, X, what's the new one? Bluebird, Blue Sky, Blue Face. I won't care what it is. Whatever social media app you getting on, you see others get offered through social media. And now you're upset, and now you can't get caught up in it. Like, you see players get gear from college campuses or from college coaches. They send them gear. They send them packages. You can't get up into that. You can't get caught up into that. Like, now all of a sudden, I don't know, these kids in 2024, 2025, ever since COVID, like, these kids are so entitled. Like, how do each player deserve a highlight tape? How do each one of y'all deserve a highlight tape and deserve photos? Like, I get it, you build your personal brand so you can get NIL, but there's 13 people on the team. 13 people can't have a highlight tape. I'm sorry, it don't work like that. But that's just me. Like, these highlight tapes, it gets out of hand. Seventh, eighth grade, like, I get it, rankings, all that, whoop de whoop. To me, you just have to understand that. Not even for me. I think a lot of people get to a point where you understand this, that everybody develops at their own pace. Like, a lot of athletes are late bloomers, which means you develop at a later age, or you become a better athlete at a later age. It's nothing bad about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tyrese Halliburton was one. He ended up being an NBA All Star, like, and play for Team USA. Like, your story is your story. Your race is your race. Run your race. Don't compare yours to somebody else's. For one, you don't know what somebody else's race look like, so be thankful for yours. On top of that, like, people don't realize a lot of athletes peak at a younger age. Like, growing up, you would think a kid or a player or somebody is going to the NBA or NFL, and it just don't happen. Like, you were so cold in the seventh, eighth, ninth grade, and then what happens? Like, you disappeared. Like, for me, I think the problem with peaking early is the fact that some of those players get lazy. It's like you're so talented at a young age, you get lazy, and like, you don't work as hard, and which I understand. But if you're talented at a young age, you have other peers, you have other players that's looking up to you, you have kids that are looking up to you. It's like, why not put the extra work in for the people that's looking up to you? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It couldn't have been me, because I honestly, I don't know if I'm taking a Jeff Teague route or what. I don't think I was ever cold at football or basketball. I think I was just a halfway decent player at both sports, if I'm being honest. But that's neither here nor there. To get back on topic, it's just, you can't get caught up into what's going on social media, what a player's doing on social media, what somebody else is doing on social media, because it's not a real place. You can't get caught up in emotions. You can't get caught up in this. You can't get caught up in that. Run your own race. Stay focused on what's in front of you. Be present. Be where your feet are, and it'll take care of itself. What I would say is, as you grow up, and like, once you get older, you start to realize things change a lot, and people post a lot on social media of things that are changing. Like, some friends are doing well, some friends are stuck. Some friends are taking trips. They got all the money. They got clothes, jewelry, all the women they want, whatever. Some of the females got all the dudes they want, whatever. But just because they're having a blast and they're enjoying their life and everything looks so peaches and cream on social media, that don't mean they're happy in real life. Like, before you put yourself in somebody else's shoes, just know you don't know what they did to get to where they are, or to get into the doors they're in, the rooms that they're in, or what life they actually live in real life. As soon as they put down social media, as soon as they lock their phone and put their phone down, what life do they live in the real world? Think about that before you actually assume that you want somebody else's life based on what they post on social media. Just food for thought. Again, on social media, you'll see some of your friends having children. You'll see them getting married. You'll see they starting families. My advice: do not rush into starting a family. I don't know if y'all heard me. Do not rush into starting a family. Don't do it. Let's start with this. I understand that some people are looking for a relationship and some people are not. That's cool. If you're an athlete and you are looking for a relationship, if you're an athlete and you're not, if you are anybody looking or not looking for a relationship, I don't care if you're an athlete. You know what you want out of life, so make sure things are aligned in that way. But if you are looking for a relationship as an athlete, this might get frowned upon, but I'm gonna be honest. Either you get a girlfriend. When you get a girlfriend, stay faithful to your girlfriend. Stay committed to your girlfriend. The more committed and dedicated you are to your partner, that's how dedicated to you will be to things in the real world. So that's one. But if you're not ready to settle down, this may get frowned upon, but get you two girlfriends, two solid females. Free game. Get you a 1A and a 1B. And if you one of them dirty dog dudes, You know, get your all reliable. 3, that's it. The more girls, the more problems. I promise. The more women you have, the more problems. You're going to save time, energy, effort, and money by talking to less amount of people. If you're talking to more than 2, you can't be tender about every female you have on your roster. Make it understood who number 1 is on your roster. Let your teammates know who number 1 is. It doesn't matter if you don't have to tell them all y'all business, but tell your teammates who number 1 is so they know number 1 is off limits. You can't be mad, dude. So he cracking number 6, 7, 8 on the roster. Get you 2. Don't be tender about 1. Can be tender about both because that's the game. So, and this not even just for basketball, football players, and athletes. You can't be tender about every person you talk to because you liable to lose something. You liable to crash out playing tender behind every person you talk to. You need to get out the game. You playing the wrong sport if you tender about everybody you talk to. I'm sorry. And that's just the way it is. Um, but because of that reason, because of how emotions may get tied to one person, I don't think it's a bad idea of having a girlfriend while being an athlete. I think it's a better idea, honestly. Like the best thing you can do. Um, Having the right girlfriend. On the other end, having the wrong person in your corner could be devastating, but you won't know until you go through it. The right person can be beneficial to your life. They can help you grow in a lot of ways that you wouldn't know. It gives you a certain level of consistency that you need as an athlete. And the best thing you can have for anybody is consistency. You want people to show up the same way. I wouldn't care if you ate the same meals, you did the exact same thing every single day. You're consistent at what you're doing, so you're dedicated and you're determined on working towards your goals. So having a girlfriend gives you a certain level of consistency in your life that you will need. The right person will be there for you on a nights where you injured, you play bad, they'll cook for you, they'll help clean with you, they'll pray for you. And some of them, I don't know how smart some of y'all is, but if you get the right one, they might help you do your homework or they'll do it for you. But that's neither here or there. Um, so yeah, those are pros. The cons to having a girlfriend, having the wrong one can set you back emotionally, financially, and mentally. It's hard to decipher what's real and what's fake, but I can tell you this. Keep God in the center of everything you do, even when it comes to talking to your partner, and He'll tell you if it's right for you or not. But you have to have a very intimate relationship with God to understand what I'm saying. If it went over your head, open your Bible, read Psalms and Proverbs. Start there. Start there. Please. Build your relationship with God. He'll tell you everything you need to know in life, especially when it comes to relationships. I'm gonna start with another topic. The fellas, some of these men they ain't gonna agree with this. I'm gonna just call it how it is. When you're dealing with somebody, always tell the truth. Telling the truth and getting your way is what's key. Telling a lie and having your way is not the way to go. I promise. You tell the truth and a person can respect the truth from the beginning. And you give them the option to choose what they want. Just tell the truth from the beginning. But matter of fact, that takes me into my next topic. Keep everybody out of your relationship. Let it be known that you have a relationship if you have one, but keep people out. That's friends, coaches, parents. I'm gonna start with parents because I'm gonna shoot you straightforward. If your partner cheats on you or put your hands on you and you tell your parent, you may forgive, but your parent would never forgive that other person or forget. So if you're gonna go back, keep your mom out of it. Um, it's just like the more people you put in your business, the more opinionated you become. Now you're hearing this voice and this voice and this voice. Don't put people in your business. Talk to your partner. Have conversations with your partner. That's what matters. The people that you're confiding in, they may not want the same outcome of the relationship that you want. Your friends could want you to be single. They may not want what's best for you, so you could be tempted on cheating. They can tell you to go cheat with the other guy, and that wasn't what's best for you. Or they might want the person that you with undercover. Now it happens. Trust me. Like, I don't know. Just keep people at your business. You tell them your relationship business, or you tell them you laid down in the bed with such and such dude. Next thing you know, you done went behind your homegirl back and slept with the same dude. That's flawed. That's P for the dude because he know what's going on, but that's flawed for the homegirl because you didn't backdoor your homegirl. And I can't get into all that. Be careful on who you tell what to because some of your friends are not your friends. And for a dude or a female, look how somebody treat their friends. Like for my guys, if she always talk about her friends back, she gonna talk behind yours. If she show up for her friends in positive ways, she should show up for you in them same ways. If she always falling out with somebody and it's always the other person's fault, how is it always the other person's fault and you always falling out with somebody? It can't always be the other person's fault. The math don't math. Like, how is it always somebody else and it's never you? How is it somebody else always a problem? Like the math just don't add up. And since we bringing up math, let's bring up history. Since we talking about subjects, knowing somebody's history will save you a lot. Ask them about their last relationship. Ask them when it ended. Know if they get passed around. Ask them about their ex. Free game alert. Free game alert. Free game. I promise you. Good looks. Free game alert. Free game alert. Free game alert. Here we go. Another free game alert. If you ask somebody about their ex and they start telling you everything about their ex, everything, and they can't stop talking about their ex, leave. If they cannot stop talking about their ex, leave. Free game alert. Free game alert. Because if they can't stop talking about their ex, I promise you, they gonna go back. My point there is just know the history of your person. And once you get with a person, again, know the history prior to, but once you get into a relationship, stay committed. Like, if you're in a relationship with your partner, stick with them. Don't cheat for a few reasons. If you want to cheat, just break up. It's not worth hurting the other person's feelings. It's not worth putting them through the mental toll. Just break up and do whatever you want to do. Two, if you're in a relationship and you cheat, can you accept the same thing you dishing out? So it's cool for you to cheat. This boys and girls, because everybody cheating in 2024, 2025. I apologize, Travis Hunter. I'm sorry for you, my boy. But if you are a man or a girl and you cheat on your partner, how would you take it if your partner cheat on you? If you would crash out behind your partner cheating on you, then would they be wrong for crashing out? Like, if you can't dish out, if you can't take back what you dishing out, don't even play that game. Don't play around with nobody's feelings. Don't play around with yours. And again, back to the topic of staying committed. Don't step out of your relationship. And don't step into somebody else's relationship either. Bro. Somebody will kill you over their person. Like, I don't know. I could never knowingly talk to somebody. I could never knowingly mess with somebody that's in a relationship. For one, your boyfriend will kill me behind you. I'm not ready. I don't care how good some fine shit look or what the look cat here for. I love my life too much to die behind a female. That's just that. If you willing to die or kill somebody behind a female or a male, you're crazy. So you telling me you gonna kill me? Now you in jail. Now she coming to put money on your books, bringing flowers to my gravesite, and getting cracked by an old dude all in a 3 day span. I'm saying 3 days to be generous. It might be 48 hours how these girls move. Look, stay committed. Don't step into nobody else's relationship. Don't step out of yours. If you're with somebody, be with them. If you don't want to be with them, don't be with them. That's it at the end of the day. Look, I will be the first one to tell you, you're going to have that one that got away. And if you really in the field, deep in the field, shoulder pads, helmets, cleats, spat cover, you might have two that got away. It's just being real. And that's whether if you was being young on doing dumb stuff, being young and dumb, or whatever excuse you can make of not being serious at the time, like there's gonna be one that got away. Just don't fumble a good woman just because she's fine and beautiful and everything that glitter ain't gold. Don't fumble a good woman. You can fumble some fine shit. Free game alert. Free game. Um, so that's me. I think that's all my points over dating. I hope it helps somebody. I'm not the best person to ask, because truth be told, I'm a lover boy at heart. Of course, everybody that comes across me, they get a different version of me. Like if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. If you got me, you got me. If I fuck with you, you'll get a side of me that nobody else gets. Um, but it has to get to that point. For me, I love hard, but I have a strange way of showing it, and that's solely based off of the environment that I was raised in. The environment that I was raised in, the experiences that I went through, taught me how to show my love in weird, protective ways. Not saying it's the best way, but it's what I was conditioned to. Um, and that's just me being real. It's like this is me being personal here. I have a hard time trusting in relationships, and that's friendships and romantic, because of everything I've been through in life. So it's something that I actively work on. Um, I'm pro therapy. I'm pro therapist. Get you a therapist. I'll get into why at a later time, but I'm pro therapy, especially if it's somebody like me that struggles with trusting when it comes to relationships, and that's friendship, romantic, and a word that gets sprinkled around is platonic relationships. And speaking of relationships, watch the company you keep. So these are, again, it seems like I'm going on and on here, but I just want a child to understand that social media, dating, which relationships, which is the person you talk to, the people you're talking to, and your relationships, friendships, teammates, friends, family, all of these things can be a distraction. Most athletes hang with only athletes, and this is a good and a bad thing. The good thing is everyone is determined to achieve the same goal. The bad thing is you get lost in a world of only being an athlete. I'm a person that believes that you should have friends that don't play your sport as well. This will help you keep a balance between real life and being an athlete. So when it's time for you to not be an athlete anymore, you know how to make friends that aren't athletes. You know how to make friends that do more than just play a sport or have something involved with being an athlete. Um, so make those friends. Just watch the company you keep when making those friends. You have to realize that some people are friends and some people are not. Some people are friends and some people are associates. An associate is somebody that you don't tell everything to. An associate can be great for certain things. Going out, going to basketball games, going bowling, to a bar, to a club, painting, having fun, whatever. Those are associates. Friends you have a closer bond with. Friends you confide in. You tell your secrets to. You cater more towards a friendship than someone who's an associate. So be able to differentiate friends and associates. Um, and to say that, it's like just make sure the people that you associate yourself with have plans for the future. You don't want to be associated with somebody that has nothing to lose. And the sad truth is, like, some people that you used to hang with in certain spaces, in certain places, you can't hang with anymore. Like, you have to, that's up to you to realize. And it'll get to a point where you realize it. Um, those people aren't going where you're going, and that's okay. If they love you, they'll love you from a distance. They'll let you go and you'll return where you're supposed to. That doesn't mean you can't love them just because they're not going where you're going. Just figure out how to love them from a distance. Like, you have to love them from a distance. You can't, it's hard to love everyone up close when you're trying to go to a certain place in life. So learn to love from a distance. Some people aren't going where you're going, and that's okay. Like, we've seen athletes get into situations where extra drama because of the friends they hang around. Shout out 12 in Memphis. If it was him or if it was his friends, you in the car, you driving around, now it's a gun and alive. What? Same example for the kids from Alabama. It's like one guy shoots somebody else. Now the whole team is. It's like, just watch the company you keep. I Please watch the company you keep. Yeah, because some people you just can't love up close. And it's better to know that you have to love someone from a distance while you can before it gets too late. Loving someone from a distance, just love people from a distance if you have to. Keep your circle small. The less people in your business, the less likely you are to have unnecessary drama. Keep your circle small, like small enough to the point where if you tell somebody something and it come back to you, you know how it got back to you because you know who you told. You know, distractions are everywhere. When it's time for you to lock in on your goals and everything you're trying to achieve, sometimes you got to cut out dead weight and cancel all the distractions. Relationships can be a distraction. Friendships can be a distraction. And that's platonic, that's friendships, that's relationships. When you have to cut out dead weight and cancel distractions, cancel them while you can. It'll benefit you in the long run. That's all for today's episode of The Walk Down. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you have anything regarding distractions, send me a message on The Walk Down on whatever social media platform you use, and we'll see y'all next time. One more thing, remember, you gotta see the vision. Always see the vision.
Let's do it. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.